How to burn belly fat.
So the first thing you have to understand is that fat is a form of energy in your body. And your body has two energy sources, fat and carbs. And your hormones dictate which energy source you'll use. So how do you end up with all this energy on your belly, but you can't burn it? Glucagon and insulin are two hormones in your body that help with fat burning. When the glucagon is high, your insulin's low. They're like opposites, just like your bicep and your tricep. When your bicep's contracting, you cannot contract your tricep, and vice versa. So when this is high and this is low, you're burning fat. And when your glucagon's low and your insulin's high, you're burning carbs. So now let's say you finished dinner and your insulin levels went up. Now your glucagon levels went down, and remember what that means. You're now burning the carbs because you got to burn the dinner you just ate. However, every food has a different effect on your insulin and glucagon levels. For example, look at the effect of your insulin levels from carbs compared to protein and fat. So if you have a high carb dinner, like pasta or pizza or roti or a bunch of rice, your insulin levels would shoot up a lot higher compared to a meal that's rich in protein and fat and lower in carbs or more fibrous carbs. I like to call this rule FFP, fiber, fat, and protein. Well, now your insulin only spiked that high. So let's say you finish your dinner at 7 p.m. At 8 p.m. you start fasting. By 12 o'clock your blood sugar is normalized. By 2 a.m. your insulin levels drop. And by 4 a.m. your glucagon goes up. Now this is if you had a healthy meal. If you had pasta and pizza and high carbs and alcohol, that's not going to happen. Now when you wake up at 7 a.m. and you just started with a high carb breakfast like this, your insulin goes back up, glucagon goes back down, you don't really burn fat. And the hunger kicks in, you crave more food, and you end up eating even more calories. Now, if you just fast around 11 to 12, you got an extra 4 to 5 hours of fat burning. And if you control the dinner where it's FFP, your insulin levels will come down faster and your glucagon levels will go up faster. And the more fibrous your carbs, the lower the insulin spike. Now, if you follow the FFP rule with every meal, well, now you become a fat burning machine. You're not hungry, your cravings are gone, mentally you're not crashing, and you can do all of this without counting calories. And you could probably maintain a calorie deficit because you're not hungry. So here's some signs to see if your insulin levels are high. And look, here's some more signs. You end up getting hungrier, you crave more sugar, you have no focus, no ambition, you're always tired. Because your body's dependent on burning carbs for fuel. Hence, you're not burning the belly fat. And the food industry doesn't want you burning your own fat because they want to sell you more food. You follow this principle, I promise you'll become a fat burning machine.